Good evening, everyone. This is a quick video. Two reasons. One, I'm trying out a different setup for how I cover matches. YouTube is stopping the usual way, the way that I've used um, over the past few years. So I'm just trying something called StreamYard, which seems to be really good. Also, I just wanted to let people know that on the in the Match Hub for OSC, there is now something called a head-to-head selector, and what you can do with this is you can look at your head-to-head matches. So if you click on the link on in the Match Hub, it'll say head-to-head in the first page that you go to. It'll be on the side. And then you will come here and you'll see like a table at the top and this grey column in the middle, but the thing to look at is this yellow thing. So this yellow box, and it says here at the top, double click the yellow cell box below to choose a match. So you double click on that and then it will give you a list of matches, all the matches that have been played since 2016. So for example, the first one is Adam Cleary versus Alan Lockett, Adam Cleary versus Jamie Anderson, Adam Cleary versus Justin Welborn. Now the reason it's all in alphabetical order by player. So for example, Alan Lockett, ALK, because his name begins with A, he will usually be first in the, again, when there's two players. So if he's playing Jamie Anderson, Alan Lockett will always come first, so it'll be ALK stroke JMA. That will always be the case. If JMA plays Mohamed Fawzi, then Jamie will be first in the list. So it goes alphabetical. So you can just go down and you can see all the different matches. CMV versus NGA. So let's just choose a match. Let's choose Jamie Anderson versus Mohamed. So you click on that and then it pops up and it gives you all the information. It gives you all the matches they've played, the events, the stage, etc. But at the top here, so it tells you here that you played 11 matches, both of them. They've won 5 each, drawn 1 each, and lost 5 each. So they're pretty close. They've played 99 frames and they've won they played 99 frames. Mohamed's won 46 and Jamie's won 53. Now for the head-to-head, for every match that is played within OSC, providing if it's actually completed a match, if it's void, it doesn't happen, it's a bye, then there's no points given. But if there's a points match, if there is a match that is played, it's actually sorry, 1 second. Then you'll see here in the middle. So if whoever wins, whoever wins gets 1 point. If it's a draw, then it's 0.5 points each. And for every frame that a player wins, it's 0.01. So that's the criteria of the head-to-heads. So for Mohammed and Jamie, total points, Mohammed's one is 5.91 based on that criteria, and Jamie's one 5.93. So Jamie's just 2 frames ahead overall in that scenario. And it tells you here, overall point status is Jamie's 0.02 points ahead on a head-to-head basis. And this is not completely accurate here, but it's basically just the percentage of who's won. Now I'm just wondering, why does that say 5.26? Let me just right, okay. Yeah, so Jamie is 51.43% likely to win. Don't put too much in that, because it's based on all the matches that they played, so it could go back years based on all the matches. So it gives you a little bit of an idea, but I'm still working out how best to do it. But for example, if 2 players have only played recently in the last 6 months, then it would be pretty accurate. The next one is the last 5 matches. So in the last 5 matches, Jamie's won 4 and Mohammed's won 1. So Mohammed must have won most of his early on, obviously. Yeah, so Jamie's won 4 of the last 5. Now it doesn't it mostly will, but it doesn't necessarily mean Jamie's won 4 and Mohammed's won 1 match. In this case, it probably is correct. That is correct. But so the heading is match points one. So sometimes it will be, they may have drew, so they get 0.5 points. Or if the match was a walkover and they didn't turn up, then it might be 3-1. So most of the time, as long as the last 5 scheduled matches have been played, because it's still, this is taken from the records, my main record database, and it's taking from it also includes walkovers and matches that may have not been played. It does include the points for a walkover. That's not relevant, but it's taking data from that. So, for example, it's taking the top 5. The top match here is the latest one. Then it goes down, obviously. So I've programmed it to take the top 5. So if one of these matches was a walkover, then it would only include the top 5. So it would only include 4 completed matches and 1 that's not been played. But this is not really important, really. You don't need to worry about that. So in the last 5 matches, Jamie's won 23 frames and Mohammed's won 13. Now, obviously, in some tournaments we play sets, so it includes sets as well. So we only include 1 in a. So when we play match play matches, you have to win 2 frames to win a set. So once you've won a set, so you say you win 2-1, then one is given to the player. So just bear that in mind as well. And then in grey here is the last match result. So the last match they played, it's the top one here, but I've included here at the top, is the Tour Championship semi-final of the season just gone, and it was won by Jamie Tenfall, and that's a result. So this should be useful. Now, if you look at the bottom, because I was just obviously when I set this up and I was going to share it with everyone, I thought, well, say everyone is looking at it at the same time, So it could be that, you know, one player comes on and he's choosing matches to look at, and someone, because this is on a spreadsheet that people actually have to come into, so you could have like 4 or 5 players um, on it at the same time. So I've just put 2 others at the bottom, so if you come on and someone's already looking, then you can go to one of the spare ones, which is exactly the same as well. And if you can remember to, once you've had a look at your match, if you can just put it back to choose here, just press that, and that would be great. So I just wanted to quickly show you that, and also test this StreamYard, which hopefully it's still working. So that's just about it. I might actually do another one in a bit, but I'm just going to stop this for now because I just want to re-look at it and then come back. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you next time.